In this episode, I'm laying the foundation for Relic Runner, my new minigame, and also signing up for another minigame that's probably gonna kill me. Well, hello, all of you beautiful people out there in Minecraft land. How are you today? I am fantastic. Ow, thank you so much for asking. My name is Vid. Welcome back to another very exciting episode on the IgnitorSMP server. I just broke some crops. Sorry, whoever belongs to these crops. I don't think anybody belongs to these crops. This is like starter village stuff. Like, I don't even mean like the starter village that we created. I mean, this is one of the villages from the very start of the season that nobody's bothered to touch yet. You can see how close I am to spawn. I was just over here because I was investigating some weird stuff at the top of my mountain up there. But I'll get to that in a second because right now, we need to get to spawn. Because I heard there is a brand new game of some sort that I might need to sign up for. Looks like there's a lot of people here.
Difficult.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hey, Vid.
What is this all about?
This,
Read the
book,
Zero.
I'm not reading the book
There's a
again.
book for you to read.
Don't make me read the book again, please.
Is this a long,
Basically,
complicated
you
thing?
have to trap and kill other people.
Oh.
Is the basic.
Yeah,
premise.
fun game.
Oh, okay. Is that
You
why
can- you
everyone's
can-
standing here? Because they're like, oh, I know exactly how to trap and kill somebody while they're reading this book.
No, honestly, we're
No.
just talking. I am now
That's
recording
a great
again.
idea.
though,
I'm gonna
because-
hook up a comparator to this book, so the next person that signs
You
up
turn the
goes up.
page.
That's exactly what I was just
Well,
thinking.
well.
That's it. So,
It doesn't start
Whoa.
until Saturday, so
5 diamond blocks? Is that an entrance fee?
yeah.
That's the
Oh,
price of your
golly.
life.
It'll be worth it though, because if you win, you get everyone's entry fee.
And look, Vid, you're Redstone guy. You know how to make traps, right?
Yeah.
That's
You could
true.
be like me and
I
not
do.
know how to make traps at all and
You
still
know how to
sign it.
make traps. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see how things go. Let me have a quick
Or-
read through the book.
Okay, we'll leave you to read. If you've got any questions, just let me know. Stop!
Okay.
What are you doing?
Stop breaking me away. This doesn't start till Saturday.
Oh, you don't understand how much glass went into that thing.
It was a silk touch pick.
I do. Is that solid glass all the way down? It's kind of
Yep.
interesting. Oh.
I honestly
okay.
didn't realize it was. I thought he was
What?
gonna fall down into the wool
Why
area.
did you do solid glass all the way down?
Because I planned on like making it a little fog thing, and then I was just like, no, I'm already bored, so I just sort of left it.
But you know the fog thing only works if you leave an air gap between layers, right?
Yeah.
Welcome to The Last Stand. This game is a thrilling survival game where your wits and resilience are put to the ultimate test, armed with nothing but weak armor and your creativity to keep you alive during the next few weeks of havoc. But there's a twist. The other Igniters are your biggest threat, setting traps and concocting strategic plans in order to send you into a darkened abyss of death in order to grasp the final prize. Can you strategize against the others in order to be the last one standing? If you're interested, check the rules on the next few pages. Rules 1. You must not use armor any better than iron. This gives everyone a fair advantage and equally challenging experience, and no totems. 2. This game is solo only. Teaming up is not allowed at any point during the game. 3. There are no safe zones. Whenever you are online, you can be a target. However, there is no direct PvP. Only traps or natural mob deaths are allowed. 4. Cheating, hacking, exploiting the game is, for obvious reasons, forbidden. Be respectful. 5. The game has no set time limit. It will continue while ever more than one member is alive. 6. If you sign up, you must be active on the server. This will be determined by using a vote from blah, 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 blah. 7. To participate, put in 5 diamond blocks or an IOU. You have to put your name in the book so everyone knows you're in the game. 8. Continue to play as you normally would without the stakes at hand to keep it fun. Last player standing will win the entirety of the entries given from all players and is free to do whatever they wish with the prize. Once you've died, you're required to change your skin in such a way that others know you are out of the game. Finally, place your name in the back of the book's acknowledgement of reading the rules and agreeing to fairly play. You may remove your name once you have died. The last stand begins on Saturday, the 20th January. Good luck! Alright, I have read the rules, and I'm gonna get in. So take my diamond blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diamond blocks.
Are you sure you don't want to put an IOU in there?
I'm supposed to put my name on these. No, I'll just put in the diamond blocks. The diamond blocks are way less valuable. You know what's really weird? I almost typed my real name on the diamond blocks. I don't know why. I was like just about to type. Like, why am I... Okay. Anyway. So there you go. I'm in. I'm in.
Confused.
And I have to remove my armor. So armor's off. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm ready to play.
Well,
Get him, boys!
in that case, I'll do. In that case, I'll do the same.
And so the armor is off. And also, as part of the rules, I also have to get rid of my totem. So that's a thing. I don't know what I'm going to do without a totem. As you can see, I have 2 deaths on the server now. And so if I die in this game, that's going to be a 3rd death. The first death you guys know all about, because if you've watched my episodes, you will have known that I accidentally blew myself up when I was running the trenchers trying to dig out the giant hole pit over here. The second death, I unfortunately did not get on camera. So Dano died in the void and asked me to bring her some new gear. And I had a fresh set of gear for her, and I was bringing it to her. She went back to the end for some reason, I think, to try to rescue or see if anything was saved, but it wasn't. But Painting Thing was there, and he had respawned the Ender Dragon, and I didn't realize I couldn't get back into the overworld because the Ender Dragon was there. The server was also having all kinds of struggles. To make a long story short, I glitched inside the Ender Dragon. Like, literally, I was inside the Ender Dragon for like a good 10 seconds, and I couldn't get out. I was just stuck in the Ender Dragon, and I immediately popped my totem, and then immediately died after, and luckily, my stuff exploded just short of falling in the void, so I didn't lose any stuff, but I did lose my second life on the server. And now, I'm in this game, and who knows, I could lose even more. That's if I don't lose my life to this. Danger, keep out. Apparently somebody has taken it upon themselves to mark my giant hole as a danger zone. I don't know, maybe somebody fell in at some point and lost their life. I don't really know. I don't know what this is, so you may know before I do, because it might be in somebody's video, but I don't know at this point. I am going to be working in this hole, but before I do that, I just realized I have a hat. I'm going to put this hat on, because there's no rules in this game about wearing a hat. So I guess you go back to Flower Vid with the white cowboy hat for at least the next week or so while I try to survive this game. All right, time to get back to work in the old hole, the Pit of Destiny, the future home of the Relic Runner game. And as you can see, I have some shulker boxes laid out. Most of these are just wool, because I want to kind of lay out the perimeter area for how I'm going to build the game. I've got my yellow wool, I've got my red wool, I've even got some light blue wool, and then I have various materials, because I'm actually going to start doing some building of game stuff today. But you might also see I have a bunch of diamonds in my inventory, and that is because I need to make something. Let's plop a crafting table down right there and get out all of these planks. I actually need to make a bunch of these things, jukeboxes, and yeah, they each take a diamond to make, so I'm gonna have to spend a bunch of diamonds to make these things. But there it is. I just made 63 jukeboxes. I think the schematic that I'm building only has 59 jukeboxes in it, but hey, why not make like nearly a stack anyway? If you're wondering why it's 63 diamonds and not 64 diamonds, it's because I just grabbed a bunch of diamond blocks and I made them into diamonds. I think I grabbed, what, 6 diamond blocks? And that was, or 7 diamond blocks, and that was 63. Yes, I can math. Okay, as stated, I've got my wool, I've got my jukeboxes, I've got a bunch of other components that I'm just gonna jam into my inventory here. And without further ado, let's hit that time lapse. End of time lapse, and there it is. Check out this giant structure that I've made out of wool, and you're probably thinking to yourself, man, that doesn't look a lot like a game. Well, this is just the structure for where I'm going to build the game. I talked about this a long time ago. Right over there. Let me fly over there and show you what I'm talking about here. This guy right here, remember this little pillar thing that I built here? So this represents each of the layers. Ooh, I'm stuck in fly mode. This represents each of the layers of the game. So I've got a redstone layer. Remember, this is 20 blocks tall. We've got a game level. That's the yellow level here. That's 20 blocks tall. Then we've got a redstone layer, game layer, redstone layer, game layer, redstone layer, game layer. So 4 yellow layers are the 4 game levels. Each of them has a redstone layer underneath of it. All of those are 20 blocks tall. Above the highest level, we have an additional redstone layer and that blue layer, which is actually an additional redstone layer. It's just kind of like, that's where I'm putting like the major, card processing and direct user interface systems, and then all of this is required for redstone stuff. Before the first level even begins, well, hey, look at this. This is the exact version of that, and I've got to pass my way through some of these barriers here just so I can show you what the heck I'm talking about. But yeah, there it is. 4 yellow layers. So there's level 1, there's layer 2, there's level 3, there's layer 4. Each of those has a redstone layer under it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we've got the 2 bigger redstone layers above. And you might have noticed in the time lapse that I actually screwed up the counting on the levels. It was weird because I was building the pillars. I built the pillars on the very topmost redstone layer, so the second layer down. They were supposed to be 20 blocks tall, and when I placed them, I placed 20 blocks, and then when I, checked my schematic again, I was 2 blocks under. I thought, okay, well, maybe I miscounted. But then I raised the layer up 2 blocks, and then I went around to all 4 pillars, and all 4 of them were off. And I'm like, that can't be right. I must have done something wrong. So I went back to the original schematic, and sure enough, I had made the redstone layer there 24 blocks, and the blue layer above it also 24 blocks. So I actually lowered them. So the game is actually lower than I thought it would be. But it's all good. This is where the game is going to go. I checked to make sure all the redstone still fits in there. I moved some things around, and luckily I had a lot of room to spare, which is great. I also built one more thing way down there at the bottom, and I kind of want to like fly down there and show you what I'm talking about. Got to be careful doing things like that because I don't have a totem in my hand anymore, even though the game hasn't really officially started, at least as of today. By the time this video comes out, well, it will have started, but today is the day before that, so it hasn't started yet. Sound processor. Yeah, this is... can't get any more obvious than this. So this is my version of the sound processor. This is going to run all of the sounds for the whole game. Well, this, and there's a smaller sound processor over here. I just didn't write like sub sound processor on this one or something because I didn't have the room. This is actually pretty cool. The way this works is there will be pistons that push up against these wall blocks, and that's what they are. They are wall blocks. And if you don't know about wall blocks, this is actually a really cool redstone trick. It's a fast way to send a signal from really high in the world to really low in the world. What you do is you place a block against this. Let's see if I have any blocks. I don't. I'm just going to use a diamond block for this because I think that'll make the most sense. If you place a block against one of these things, boom. So it's kind of hard to see what exactly happened here, but you see how the wall actually poked out here? Well, I have an observer underneath there, and the observer actually detected the fact that something was pushed up against this wall. So what I'm using is a piston to push a block against this wall. It'll be way, way, way up in the sky there. And in one tick, this wall knows it's been updated, and this observer can see that. And you can actually hear the little clicks behind, because what happens when this observer gets tripped, it gets observed by another observer that's looking at it. That gets passed through a wool block and into one of these guys right here. And this is a dropper. The dropper is facing up into a hopper, and then the hopper is feeding into a jukebox. And with the new updates in 1.20, I think 1.20.1 actually did this. When you feed a hopper directly into a jukebox, whatever disc gets put in here will feed into the jukebox. And then when it's done playing, it gets sucked out of the jukebox, right through this hopper and back into the dropper, ready to play again. So basically, I can just put blocks up against this, and we will play a sound, and then remove the block. And well, I mean, technically, if I remove the block again, it would play the sound again. But hopefully, it'll happen so fast that the sound will still be playing when that piston is pushed and retracted. Oh gosh, that's a lot of words to explain something I could have just showed you with a piston and some music discs. Unfortunately, I don't actually have any music discs at the moment, and I have a lot of these things. Remember, I made 59 of these things. Actually, I made 63, but I have 59 in place right now, and that's for a bunch of different sound effects. I don't have sound effects for all of the 59 droppers yet, but I do have plans for several of them. Every one of these is going to be a card that gets played, and I'm not calling them cards. They're called relics, but they come down to cards. And the ones over here are just some additional game sounds that get processed as well. Like, for example, when your danger level increases, when your noise gets blocked, things like that. And that is, I think, gonna do it. But before we end this episode, there is one more very important thing that I need to do. You see, I have to come back over to my house because I have to do something very unfortunate. Because I'm starting this game, I have to get rid of all of my fantastic armor. So my swimming helmet with protection 4, mending, unbreaking 3, aquafinity, respiration, that's got to go. The diamond leggings with protection 4, mending, unbreaking 3, that's got to go. The diamond boots with protection 4, mending, unbreaking 3, feather falling 4, and depth strider 3. That's got to go too. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to wear such good armor. So instead, I'm going to wear this armor right here, which is iron armor with unbreaking 3, mending, protection 4, aquafinity, respiration 3. Very similar to my helmet. Unbreaking 3, mending, protection 4, very similar to my diamond gear. And unbreaking 3, mending, protection 4, feather falling, depth strider 3. Okay, yeah, it's exactly the same armor. Only it is iron armor instead of the diamond armor. So I guess this is going to be my look for the next couple weeks. I know you might have been looking forward to me wearing the cowboy hat, but I guess this is what you're going to get. And so that, my friends, is where I am going to end this episode. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you did, I would really appreciate you clicking that like button. And if you are not already subscribed to the channel, I would highly recommend subscribing to the channel as well, so you never miss an episode. Plus, hey, while you're in the description down there, check out all of the links to all of the other members on the IgnitorSMP server. There are some fantastic creators here, and I'm sure if you like my videos, you'll like theirs as well. And if you want to check out more of my videos, as I kind of said, you can do that by checking out the playlist, which is linked on the screen right now. That shows you all of my Season 3 episodes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye!